what I'm saying? Unless they too young on the come up and shit. But like, yeah, most of, look, now y'all got me really looking in the mirrors and shit. Now, I ain't got no ops. I don't really have no ops, yo. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I get along with most people. I mean, as y'all could tell, man, I'm a pretty easygoing guy and shit. I'm not out here getting in a bunch of beef and shit. He said Plaza. Nah. So Moog, I'll say this. I've been surprised, man, at times, yo, because like, you know, it'll seem like, you know, Virginia, like, because like my homegirl, she told me like, yo, Virginia Beach dudes, y'all are whack, and I'm like, I don't know, all my Virginia Beach cats are thorough, but like, it's one of those things, man. Like, so in my neighborhood, I don't hear a lot of gunshots. I don't hear about a lot of murders, things like that, until I hear about them. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird because like you know, somebody could get off right around the corner from me, and I might have slept right through it, and I might never hear about it. You know what I'm saying? Until next thing you know, somebody's like, yo, you heard what happened over right here? And I'm like, what? Really? You know what I'm saying? And that's happened a few times. But one of the big shockers for me was when I was like at the 7-Eleven down the street from my house made the news because a dude had gotten into a shootout with the daggone police. And he shouted out with the cops, and they laced him up and his girl. But their baby in the back seat was fine. And I just remember, like, you know, it was this big thing. Like the girl's mom that, you know, got shot up. Like her mom was up in arms talking about she wanted to sue the police department, you know, because her daughter was in the Navy. She hadn't done anything wrong. Blah, blah, blah. Very true. But her man that she was with, you say you remember that? Did you get the follow-up story? You used to work at this food line? That's just funny. That's funny, yo. Now, so, okay, so the follow-up to that, Moog, is about a year goes by, and I'm online, and for some reason I started looking up that story. And come to find out, they actually had video footage of the shootout from the CCTV. But they posted it online, and you can see where they're in the guy and his girl and the baby. They're in a long Cadillac. Oh, the Harris Teeter, really? Oh, that's crazy. They're in a long Cadillac, and they pull straight into a space at the 7-Eleven, and there's two SUVs that are driving behind them. And as soon as they pull into the space, the SUVs kind of pull up at angles behind them. About 3 seconds goes by, and then you just start seeing gunshots just ringing out, glass busting and all that, right? So I look up the story. How's about, sir? The dude that shot it out with the cops was a certified hitman. Not just somebody that shot somebody, not just somebody that committed an M-word. No, this dude's an actual hitman who had done multiple hits throughout the Hampton Roads area for money. And apparently when the marshals were on him, that's who he got in the shootout with. It wasn't the locals, it was the marshals. And so apparently the marshals got word that he was supposed to be meeting with somebody. I'm sure there's a snitch involved, but they got word that he was supposed to be driving to meet with somebody to get paid for a hit that he had recently done in Virginia Beach. And so they were following him, and apparently while him and his girl were driving past this Walmart area, they noticed that they were being followed. So to try to see if they were truly being followed, they turned into where this Blockbuster Video used to be, and then they doubled back and went back to the 7-Eleven, and sure enough, the SUVs followed them. And so that's when they realized, yeah, this is it. And so he ended up, I guess he was like, I ain't going to prison or whatever. And so he did what he did, and it went down the way it went down. And, you know, I feel sorry for that lady's daughter getting caught in a crossfire, but I find it hard to believe that you're in a relationship and have a child with a man who's a hitman, and you have no idea what he does. I just find that hard to believe. He said, what's my thoughts? Oh, I can't see it. It's just a bunch of, whatever the link is or whatever, it just started out. I just see a bunch of stars. Yeah, Virginia got some real crazy places. They really do. And it's wild because, like, they used to have a spot here in Chesapeake called Foundation Park. And when I tell you, you pull up in Foundation Park, that shit was like you pulled up in goddamn Haiti or some shit. Like, I'm talking about, like, the fucking, the rooftops were, like, barely 8 feet tall and shit. Like, seemed like you almost had to duck down to go through the doorways. But you drive down the street, half the fucking doorways, half the front doors were kicked in, graffitis all in the units and shit like that. It was fucking nuts, man. You live right beside what? Foundation? Hold up. Wait. So what's the one? So is it not Foundation that I'm thinking of? What's the one that was out in I thought that was Foundation Park. The one that they ripped down. Cause I know they still got Friendship Village. They got Friendship. They got what's the other one that's down there toward the ocean front? I forgot the other one. Yeah, cause I was pretty sure it was Foundation Park. I'm like 99% sure, and it was like it was really run down, but like everybody, they had front doors kicked in, like I said, graffiti, but then they kept setting units on fire, and so they kept having a bunch of fires and shit like that, and eventually they had one fire too many, and they decided to take everybody from that neighborhood, get them the fuck out of there. They ripped the whole neighborhood down, and then from what I had heard, they moved a lot of those people across the water to Newport News, where Newport News is already bad, you know what I'm saying? So now you take all these people that just got kicked out of this neighborhood for burning shit up, throw them over to Newport News. You know what I'm saying? So like Newport News right now for a while has had a bad reputation. Yeah, 91 and 90, which is still crazy, bro. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that shit. Cause that's early, bro. Yeah, Chesapeake. And you know what's funny? Cause like my homegirl Stoner, she's from Chesapeake, and every time, like a lot of times when I reference Chesapeake, I always call it Cheese Town. And she's like, what? It's like, what is it? And I'm like, it's Cheese Town. And he's like, what is that about? I'm like, I don't know. So we always used to call it, when we was coming up, we used to always call it Cheese Town. And I think it was because we always used to think the dudes from fucking Chesapeake was cheesy. We all used to think they was like some corny niggas and shit, you know what I'm saying? Little cheesy ass niggas. Yeah, a lot of it is small town. A lot of people here do know each other. You say you and 4 others at the same time got locked up? Damn, that's crazy, bro. The robbery. Nah, and yo, it's wild. So like, you know, Moog, you probably know a lot of them Carper cats and shit. You know what I'm saying? And wait, you didn't get locked up with the Carper cats, did you? Cause man, yo, that shit, man, was fucked up, man. There was some dudes that, okay, yeah, cause some cats that I grew up with, man, you know what I'm saying, apparently they was doing some little robberies and shit at a young age, got busted like right after high school and shit, and I didn't even really hear about it. Like I heard about it through the grapevine some years later. But yo, one of the dudes, now mind you, I graduated in 1994. I graduated in 1994, right? Some of these cats got arrested like right around when I graduated. How about this one dude named Gene, who Gene was like, out of all these niggas that I heard got arrested, a lot of these niggas was wild. Gene was always the one quiet, cool ass dude who seemed like he was just chilling with his girl a lot and shit like that. Yo, from whatever happened with those robberies, and nobody got killed. I've always heard. Exactly, Moog. Exactly. Gene just got out like maybe 3-4 years ago, yo. I graduated in 94. Like, how much robbing can you do to get that much fucking time, yo? That shit is crazy. It's crazy, man. That shit is. And it's like, you know, I don't know, man. Like, I know there's a certain age. Look, the great move talking about he stole some damn food out of my mom's. I told y'all, we don't let shit go. We won't let nothing go, damn it. We'll remember this shit forever. That's funny though, bro. That's funny. Yo, Don Rich, good look on the follow too, man. I know I've been missing a lot of these, yo. Like, for real. This stream has been a complete mess. I don't know what happened. I think I got raided earlier by Cinna, which I'm very grateful for. This has just been really hard to keep up with this shit, man. You said you weren't even born in 94? Damn, nigga, I was stepping out in my robe. And it's crazy because, yo, when 94 was around, nigga, I thought I was living in the future. I mean, even though it was the present at the time, I just knew, like, yo, like, we're in the future, dog. Like, it might have been some real high talk, but I was like, damn, like, felt like we was doing something. Who saw my, what gooning video? There's no such thing as a gooning video involving me. It's like, it's not a thing, bro. It is not a thing. When the iPhone came out, no, Dalton. No, because I'm not an iPhone supporter. I'm not. And I hope that doesn't give us beef. Nah, seriously, yo, like I said, and I've said it before, I don't fuck with Apple really just because of the fact that I don't have any problems with their products. I just have a problem with the way that Apple treats their customers, their loyal customers. You said some Blakkhoodie clips uploaded? Word up. And then Nojin, I got a clip too, man, that I wanted to get to you as well, but I don't know how to send it because of the fact that like I tried to send it through Discord, but apparently it's too big. It's only like a little over a minute long. But I gotta figure out some way to send it to you. We can get that shit popping. You say you got a Samsung? Word up. My man. My man. Yeah, cause like I said, I told you know, I got like my daughters, they're both, you know, iPhone people. I got a couple of friends that are, you know, diehard Apple products and shit like that, but it's like half their shit can't work with any other thing. It only has to work with Apple. You know what I'm saying? Or like, you know, you waited all this time to get this phone just so you can make your little personal avatar that I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't fuck about an avatar. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being real. I don't give a fuck about no goddamn iPhone avatar and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a Samsung guy all the way. Like I said, I like the fact that they come loaded up with suggested apps because I don't know what's new and I need help. Ooh, it's a nice little Jeep there. It's not a track car, but. So what's the word? Have any of y'all heard from Cinna about this Trackhawk she's supposed to be getting me? When that's supposed to be? That's my baby. Yo, and big shout out to my other daughter too, Jasmine, and her husband Andrew, because y'all know that I went to the art fair, the Oddities and Curiosities thing for her to, you know, kind of show support and all that and just see what was popping. And I met up with Stoner and her kids up there. But yeah, after that, Jasmine and her husband, they went up to PA. They went up to Pennsylvania to take the show on the road and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? That's something I've been wanting to see more of from her, you know what I'm saying, as far as like, because she does sell her stuff online. It's Jasmino's Art. For those of y'all that don't know, JASMINNOWSART. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she's been grinding, you know, she's been doing her art for a while, but they just weren't doing as many shows as I thought they should. You know what I'm saying? I thought that I really wanted her to get herself out there. So I'm really glad that they're actually chopping it up and seeing some sights now. Yo, thank you, Nats. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. They're my babies, man. I'm proud of them. They, you know, they've made life as easy as possible for me, you know, because like I said, I've had a lot of financial struggles, things like that. And, you know, that was enough. So to not have to struggle with finances and dealing with badass daughters, you know what I'm saying? It was a blessing that they have been the way they are. Say that, man. And I remember even when it came to finances, I remember at one point Cinna's grandmother had hit her up and they were talking and she asked about something, like if I had set up some appointment for something, and Cinna was like, no, I don't think so. She's like, his money's kind of tight right now. And I remember her grandmother said something like, well, he makes da 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 da. And Cinna came right to me, like, yeah, that's what she said. And I was like, oh, really? I'm about to go on a fucking rampage. Nah, but they've always, like I said, they've always been very good girls. They've been very supportive, very understanding when we've been in time where, you know, I didn't have, you know, maybe more to give them and shit like that. And, it, you know, and I will say it's kind of bittersweet now, man, because of the fact that, like, I make better money. You know what I'm saying? I actually make money where if they were living in the house and they needed it, I could actually, you know, take care of them a little bit better. But, you know, it's, like I said, you always want to get to a point where you're comfortable, but I wish it would have came a little bit earlier. Like, I really wish that, you know, we didn't have so many years of struggle. And granted, it does make me and my daughters a little more humble, but at the same time, I wish that we were more fucking asshole-ish and had money. Like, I wish that we didn't have to struggle as much and shit.